Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. Got a lot of news here, better get going. I think I was telling you about this yesterday. WWE officials are in talks with former The Rock, Dwayne "Rock" Johnson, about doing an appearance maybe November 24th. Hopefully that comes true. He'll be wanting to push his movie faster. That hits the movies November 24th, so I would think it'd be sometime, I would think, sooner than that. Anyway, WWE's website's currently got a bunch of banners advertising the thing. Plus, I think I've seen a preview of it on WWE, whether it was Raw or SmackDown or both. Phil Mushnick, does that sound familiar? I think he's a writer for the New York Post. He's always on Vince and WWE's case about everything. He got on a tear about steroids and things. But anyway, he says in an article in the Post, now that Linda McMahon has lost, the WWE can revert to producing kid-targeted sleaze now. Some figures that WWE TV shows that went PG for the last few months because of McMahon's conscience bothered him. That's why he thinks they went that way. And for what it's worth, F4W Online reports that WWE has no plans on doing away with the PG programming just because Linda lost. Here's why. The PG change was originally made mainly because of the relationship WWE has with Mattel. WWE is very happy with Mattel. Nobody expects the officials or anybody in WWE to do away with the PG content because of that. My opinion, I would have fixed them up with Doc Johnson. If you don't know who Doc Johnson is, they make figures too. But anyway, not Mattel. Doc Johnson would have been in. Anyway, we'd all be better off if we had Doc Johnson products. Google it maybe if you don't know what if you do know what it is. Bad boy. All right. Well, watching TNA last night, I was looking at Tara, as I usually do. I think she's had a little bit of work done. She looked a lot more healthier this time around. Anyway, Maxine, she was eliminated from NXT on Tuesday. Shows commented why she believes she was expelled from the contest in an interview with WWE, NXT.com. Said the WWE universe doesn't always warm up to the bad girl. I think it was much easier to really like somebody that's overly perky and nice, she stated. I feel I'm more of a leader, not a follower. I make my own path. I think that's the way to go. Got a feeling all the divas, the rookies on the NXT, I think they'll all be hanging around for quite a while. The current diva exclusion this season of NXT, rather not exclusion, but exclusive season of NXT, coupled with the ongoing recruitment drive by WWE officials to hire more models, which it can train as professional wrestlers, indicate that cuts will be made to the female roster due at any time. That means they're going to cut the wrong ones. According to UK-based wrestling magazine Power Slam, a list of female jobs who are considered safe in the company is limited to, of course, Michelle McCool's #1. Layla, Beth Phoenix, Maurice, Kelly, Melina, possibly Natalia, Eve Torres. You ever notice Eve Torres? She comes out to the rap music that R-Truth does, but she does cheerleading. You don't do cheerleading to rap. Anyway, those not listed are considered kind of expendables by WWE officials. Arn Anderson, Mr. Anderson told the Fight Network that he expects to return to action November 12th TNA show at the Asylum in Nashville. Shark Boy's been removed from the TNA roster finally, but he's been working as a referee in TNA live events without the Shark Boy gimmick, of course. Try and figure out who it is. I keep hearing the referee thing. Mick Foley has taped an interview with Michael Landsberg for TNA's Off the Road that's going to be airing on November 10th. The interview says Mick Foley says in that he believes that he suffered permanent brain damage from his time in professional wrestling. I agree. Hang on a second. All right. Oh, I forgot to start with a little timer thing. Anyway, Legion, The Final Exorcism, is going to be starring Roddy Piper and his daughter, believe it or not, will be released on DVD January 11th, 2011. That sounds right. The synopsis is on the thing. Michael Sanchica is an ex-priest. He's also an investigator documenting true events of demonic possession. When Michael comes to the rescue of a newly possessed Natalia, where do we get them? Anyway, daughter of a Baptist priest, he discovers that he has encountered this demon before. The demon vows to track him down, send him back to hell, because this time it's not business, it's personal. Anyway, that's what it's kind of same demonic thing that always goes on. Goldust, by the way, on his Twitter accounts said that he had to receive a few stitches in his eye after the injury from Ted DiBiase last night over in Europe. Just put a little makeup on it, Goldust. We won't know the difference. Wade Barrett's father was in attendance for a Raw live event the other night in Cardiff, Wales. Well, yesterday it says. Barrett lost to Randy Orton with John Cena special guest referee. Apparently, Wade went to high school in Cardiff as a youngster. I didn't think he'd go as an old man. Alright, current lineup for WrestleMania 27 week in Atlanta, Georgia looks like on Wednesday, March 30th, WrestleMania Art. Thursday the 31st, WrestleMania Access at the Georgia Center. Friday on April 1st, WrestleMania Access. Saturday, April 2nd is WrestleMania Access Hall of Fame. Sunday, WrestleMania. Monday, Raw at the Phillips Arena. Alright, WWE Diva Tiffany is on the road with WWE this week in the European tour. As of this writing, she hasn't performed any events yet, but she's there. Of course, she got her boyfriend with her. And WWE's Donna Goldsmith noted that at the investors call on Thursday that Nexus merchandise has went up since John Cena was forced to join them. Edge missed a few parts of WWE's European tour because he was filming the season finale of the Sci-Fi Sanctuary. Thursday's episode of WWE Superstars on WGN scored a 0.64 rating with about 640,000 viewers. Replayed at a 0.2 with about 147,000. The following 9 events matches have been revealed for WWE's top 10 50 all-star superstars of all time. There you go. DVD that's set to come out September 14th. Did you get that? It's the WWE top 50 superstars of all time. Top number 1, I guess. Lou Thez, well, matches, I guess, too. Lou Thez taking on Argentina Rocca, Jack Briscoe taking on Dory Funk Jr., Gorilla Monsoon versus Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan versus the Iron Sheik, classic. Rick Rude taking on Ricky Steamboat, The Rock versus Mankind, Ric Flair versus Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero versus Big Show, Edge versus Undertaker. Now I'm going to get this in too. Farmer Kazarni is moving to Las Vegas, Nevada to join the Jim Rose Circus. Have you ever seen them? They're just a bunch of crazy freaks in that thing. As seen on last night's SmackDown, Nexus appears, but without Wade Barrett with him. Wade was absent because he was headed overseas to Raw brand last Tuesday with the SmackDown taping. And MVP will face Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Intercontinental title on next week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. MVP defeated Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes as #1 contender last night on SmackDown. Paul Bearer is currently being used only for SmackDown TV tapings and not live events. Bearer will be flying to England for Tuesday's SmackDown taping, though, returning the next day. Long flight. Yoshi Tatsu's been over in Japan promoting SmackDown. And recapture, let's see, the hell, I think that was about it. First match has been announced for TNA's one-night return to Asylum at Nashville. November 12th is the match. Raven taking on AJ Styles. I might as well get off of here. We got people calling on the phone. I might as well answer it. I might have a customer. You never know. I might be able to do some business. But Doc Johnson, just remember that. I gotta go.